This lesson is on how to find distance using the coordinates. While for any question you could plot the coordinates and count to find the distance, we really like for you to know how to find them using an equation with absolute value signs. So the first situation is that 2 points are in the same quadrant. You need to subtract the values that are different. So here's a picture of the example is down here. Both point C and point D are both in quadrant 3. I know that they're both in quadrant 3 because they're on the graph. But let's look at the points. Point C is at -4, -1. Point D is at -4, -5. What I can look at with those coordinates is both of them have a negative x coordinate and a negative y coordinate. That's how I know they're in the same quadrant. So now that I know they're in the same quadrant, I'm going to subtract is what the notes say to do. The first step that I showed you how to do today was you need to cross out the coordinate that's the same. That's the -4 for this example. So I'm going to cross out the -4s, and that leaves me with these two y coordinates. Now the rule is subtract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the absolute value of -5, and I'm going to subtract the absolute value of -1. I'm using absolute value signs because we're doing distance today. Distance isn't going to be negative. Distance is always positive. So therefore, I'm going to have 5 minus 1, which equals 4 units. I could simply count, and I would also get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When they're on the same quadrant, you subtract. Okay, now let's look at the second rule. The second rule is when they're in different quadrants, you add. Well, let's look at these points A and B that are in different quadrants. Again, I have the coordinates. I'm going to write them down over here. It's almost like I'm going to pretend that I don't even have this picture because I want you to be able to solve distance in the coordinate plane without having to graph them. The first thing that you do is you cross out the coordinate that's the same. In 6th grade, there's always going to be one of the coordinates the same. So I'm going to cross out the 5 because they both have a +5 as a y coordinate. So then I look at what's different. I'm going to add the absolute value. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. Let's look at the picture and see if it makes sense of where the 3 and the 4 came from. If I'm starting at point A, if I walk 3 spaces, I would land right on the y-axis. Because the absolute value of -3 is 3. That tells me how far I have to walk to get to the y-axis. But I'm not to point B yet, so I have to add some more steps. So how many steps is it going to take me to get to point B? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where this 4 came from. It took me 4 steps from the y-axis. Well, the question wasn't asking how many steps from the y-axis. It was asking me the total distance between A and B. The total distance is 7.